All right, well, welcome back everyone. Today we're going to be talking about modeling multiplication on a number line. I am coming to you straight from Portland. I'm here with my family. Hello. Everyone scream hello to our students, please. Hey! The funny thing is I actually showed them my computer, like for some reason the camera is on. But yes, that was my sister and my mother. They are also here talking about modeling multiplication on a number line. So let's dive in. As always, we want to be thinking about this process and how we can solve a problem. Let's say, for example, 3 times 2, and how we might want to figure that out. Now remember, as always with all of these videos, you'll see that dot between the two numbers. That does mean multiplication. As you know, I like to use all symbols, so that may look different than what we did in a previous video. So to do this today, let's think about our process. One, we're going to make a number line. So that could be a good start. Our second step is we're going to use the first number as our skip count. And our third and final is going to be the second number is how many times we jump. So times we jump. Okay, so as we said, 3 times 2 equals something. There's my equation. So we got to figure that out. Let's jump to the next page and test this out. So first step, number line. So I'm going to go ahead and just build a number line. And I like to use the entire piece of paper, that whole width, because you just never know where you're going and how far you're going to need to go. Now, as always, we're going to start at 0 because that's where we're starting with our counting. And we're going to go back and we're going to say, all right, we have 3 times 2. So let's get that written above so we can see it. And step 2 says that first number is what we're skip counting by. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to count out by 3, right? I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Notice on my third time when I was counting by 3s, I made a much bigger tick mark. That's a lot easier for me to keep track of what's going on. And I'm going to label that because I know that that's 3. And now I'm going to do that again. So I'm going to do that for a couple times. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, notice on that multiple of 6, I am making a much larger tick mark. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to stop there for now. Now, step 3 talks about that second number in our equation, right? When we're talking about, well, 3 times 2 equals what? The 2 is how many times we're going to jump along this number line by those groups of 3. So I'm going to make one jump right here so we can see that. And that got me to 3. I'm going to make my second jump right here. And that got me to 6. And there we have it. 3 times 2 is equal to 6. And again, not only can this give me an answer, but it's a great way for me to model my thinking. So I might have already known that 3 times 2 is 6. But you know that question, like, how do you know? Show your thinking. Well, here is an amazing way you can always show your thinking. Do this on a number line. So as always, let's tackle a second problem. Why don't we go with 5 times 4 this time equals question mark. So there's our equation. Now let me start step 1, build a number line. So I'm going to count out. I'm going to go by ones, but remember we're counting in groups of 5. So on the 5th time, I'm making a larger tick mark. So starting at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to label that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to label that. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I'll stop there for now and let's see what we get. Let's look at our second number. So we're going to jump 4 times. So let's do that in a different color. So there's 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps, 4 jumps, and that's all I needed was 4. So I just needed that 4th jump. And it looks like when we're all done, we landed right here on 20. So there I have it. 5 times 4 is equal to 20. All right, well, we got a couple more minutes, so let's explore it the other way. Let's think about, well, what happens if someone has already built us a number line and they want us to write in a number sentence that goes with that. So let me make one up real quick. And while I'm doing that, I want you to be thinking about like what is the number sentence that goes with this? Like, what is it that I'm counting by, and how many times do I jump? So I'm gonna wrap it up right here. And then let me show the jump. So we went boom, 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 boom. So then the question would be, all right, I'm looking at this number line. What is my equation? Now, the first thing I'm going to look for is like those increments, right? What am I skip counting by? It looks like I'm skip counting by 2. And then we look at the number of jumps. How many times did we jump? So 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we look at where it finally ended, it's 10. So this number line represents the number sentence of 5 times, or 2 times 5 is equal to 10. So this is exactly what we're thinking about when how we can model equations or number sentences on a number line, and or the other way around. Like, how do we take a number line and make sense of it, writing it out? Got any questions, as always, ask. But as I always say, thank you for your time and keep up the great work.